But make it loud right now for Iwan Oh!
What's up, guys? Hey, you know, a lot of important inventions were actually invented in China, right? Like silk, paper, and gunpowder. One thing the Chinese didn't invent, though, driving. Ugh. Yeah, I was sitting here a couple weeks ago, and this dude sitting right there giving me the Jada Pinkett face. You ever seen the Jada Pinkett face? It's when someone's sitting there like, I was like, what the hell, dude? Don't be giving me no Jada Pinkett face. You better knock that shit off before I give you the Will Smith hand.
Yeah.
And, you know, Emmanuel Lewis, right? Gary Coleman. He's famous for being a short person. And he's only like 4'8" when he died. And he died really young, you know. He's only like 42 years old. So, I mean, what can I say? By all accounts, he lived a short life. Yeah, you know, doctors are so full of shit, right? Like, you know, in the 50s, doctors were like selling cigarettes, right? Like in magazine, newspapers. They even had commercials like, oh, I'm a doctor, so I smoke Camels. That's such bullshit, right? Because they're doctors, you know, they know better. And even today, you know, the newest medical bullshit going around is that whole prostate rectal exam thing. Yeah, you know, if you have problems, then you, of course, get it checked out, but they're just, you know, freaking doing it all the time, right? I've heard like 100 different prostate rectal exam stories, and they all end the same way. They didn't find anything. You know, if it's so important, why don't you show me what to look for, and then I'll look for myself, right? But, oh no, we can't have that, can we, you know? Well, you need a medical degree just to find a bubble up your butt? Yeah, my intestines aren't the only thing full of shit around here. Yeah, you know, I noticed like a lot of anti-gay cultures are actually quite gay. Like Arab culture, for instance, right? They're notorious for being harsh on their LGBTQ. Yet Arab men openly hold hands in the street. Right? How hypocritical is that, you know? They're like, don't act gay. La 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 la. And Russians too, right? I was watching the Olympics once, and this Russian gymnast, after he finished his jump thing, instead of high-fiving his teammate, he kissed him on the mouth. It wasn't just a peck either. They were like really going at it. They're like, we don't tolerate the homosexual in Russia. Come, Vladimir. Very strange. You know, I noticed that men in other cultures enjoy a level of intimacy with each other that we just kind of lack out here. And I have seen a little bit, right? Because, you know, I was in the Army, right? You know, the Army is very anti-gay. Because it's so gay. Yeah, you're like constantly surrounded by other guys, you know, and you're like mostly naked or just sometimes totally naked. Yeah, like the shower is a perfect example, right? There used to be this one guy, he'd be in the shower every time with a rock hard boner. And you know, at the time, the policy towards gay people in the Army was don't ask, don't tell. But nobody had to ask this guy if he was gay or not. And he's all knocking over shampoo bottles and shit. And it's shocking, you know, you walk in the shower room, you're like, what the fuck? At ease, soldier. And you know, in the Army, you're supposed to be hardcore, but not that hard, not that core. Hey, you see that boat that crashed on that bridge over in Baltimore a couple months back? Yeah, that crashed in the Francis Scott Key Bridge. That's kind of ironic, right? It's like, oh, say, can you see? There's a giant fucking boat coming! Yeah, they said the boat came from Singapore. I was like, ah, crap. Asian driver, you know? Yeah, on the news, they said the boat weighed 200 million pounds. That's pretty damn heavy, right? It was actually even heavier before. It was actually 300 million pounds. But my ex-wife, she got off the boat right before it hit the bridge. So. Hey, you know, the whole whatever, Asian little dick myth thing actually worked to my advantage a couple months back. Yeah, I was at a comedy club, and this little petite French lady, like, totally, like, singled me out, you know? I guess she was thinking, like, hey, look at this Asian guy. He's probably got a lot of money and a little dick. Yeah, like, you know, I have a normal-sized dick, you know? Yeah, I know, because I was in the Army, you know? Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm good. And when she saw it, she was like, oh my gosh, your dick is huge, right? Which every guy would loves to hear, you know? I was like, it's not that big, but thanks. You know, it's not the longest in the world, but it is a bit girthy, right? So upon initial insertion, she was like, ah! Yeah, I encourage all you guys to date women that are at least 6 inches or more shorter than you, you know. And when I saw my dick in her little hands, I was like, wow, you know, maybe I do have a big dick. That's cool, you know. Being with her, I felt like a porn star and shit. I was like, man, I should get a porn star name. I could be E1. Ooh! All right, my name's E1. I'm out here. Thank you.
Keep me over here wondering, you guys. Fuck yes. Oh, baby.
Hell yeah, we're gonna keep this thing moving, you guys. We're gonna run a little over. Lucy Jones.